Hello healers, welcome back to my channel Healing Days Oracle, or welcome if you're new. Today we have another pick a card reading, and it's a special one with this beautiful deck here, the Shadowland Tarot, okay, from Monica Bodersky. And it is a deck that is quite new and came out maybe just last month or so. You know, it's quite new and it's mass market anyway. You can find on Book Depository, Amazon, but it is a beautiful deck here. So this is one of the videos that I will review the deck first before going through the pick a card, okay? So the pick a card is about what are the shadows in this connection. Face the shadows in this connection, you know, what do you need to do? And I'm going to choose specific cards and specific questions here for each card here, so you know where I'm coming from and you know what can you do from here, you know, if this finding out what's the issue and what can you do from here. So there's the straightforward answers as well for these cards, okay? But I'll make sure to leave the timestamp. If you're here just for the pick a card, that's fine. The timestamp is below and you can look that. Otherwise, if you want to see the details of this deck here, you know, you can stay for the deck review as well. And it's going to be a quick one. I'm not taking too long, even though we'll see 78 cards here, okay? So to start here, you can see it comes in this beautiful box here, okay? You can see this yellow box, yellow, and it is shadow, so it will be different creatures here, you know, and some of them a bit scary, but they have that fun side as well. So it's a way for you to face the shadows, but have some kind of silver lining and see some fun things, you know, around that. So it is all matte here. It's quite lovely, okay? It's big. Okay, it's a big box. I'll show you like the light sears, you know, standard tarot size here, okay? Just so you have an idea. It's quite big. And the guidebook is lovely as well. So it is magnetic here on the side. Opens here. This yellow, bright yellow continues. And you can see here the guidebook is shiny. Okay, it has colorful pictures. It's really is a lot of information here. Really, really good, okay? And you can see here, right, the picture inside is colorful as well, and there's a lot of information about the card, the keywords, shadows. So you don't need to use this only for this deck specific. Anybody trying to learn tarot will be good, but it is good for anybody really. This is a very good guidebook. I got this deck maybe a week or so. I am using maybe a couple of weeks, and I have been using and I have been reading the guidebook. It's really good. I wanted to use first before doing any video with it. I definitely will use more towards Halloween season now, but this is a deck that, you know me, with I don't use decks so much in specific time, but this here has that vibe as well. But I will be happy to use any other time of the year. It's really good. Fun here on the deck. You can see here like there's a spider walking on the corner here. Hopefully you can see she's moving up. I'm afraid of spiders, but this one is cute, so didn't mind that one so much. Maybe, I know, a way for me to face my fear of spiders and, you know, going through that shadow. But going here into the deck itself, okay, comes in this kind of box here. You have this space, and I'll put this aside here just for you to see. The guidebook is really good, guys, okay? Loads of information here. And for mass market, it does look like indie deck, you know, that's the truth. So it is all matte, okay, lovely matte here, and it has this beautiful gilding here, gold. You can see here with the light as well, okay? So no, normally mass market don't really have gilding or details like these or those big boxes, so this one comes with many nice things. And we will see here, I will go through a quick flip through here, okay, because we want to go to the pick a card as well, and I will kind of mix here as well because we do need to mix, but I did put in order, okay? You can see here borderless. It's just the name here is straightforward, but it has that fun side, even though it's quite creepy as well, but it has some kind of fun side to it as well, okay? So we go quickly here through them, and we'll go to the pick a card, okay? So we have the Seeker, which is, you know, the Fool is the Seeker. There's a couple of name changes, but most of them is the same. Magician, High Priestess, Empress, Emperor, Hierophant, Lovers, Chariot, Strength, Hermit, Wheel of Fortune, Justice, Hanged Man, Death, Temperance. This is not so cheerful, Temperance. Interesting one. I mean, none of them really are cheerful, but you know, Temperance, the Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, Discretion. Interesting here for the Judgment card, the Word, and we finish here with the Major Arcana. So Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, King of Cups. And you can see they're a mix of, you know, creatures and people. It's really mixed. You can't point it at anything. It's a bit creepy, but it has a fun side to it as well. So, you know, something for you to really find the fun side, the silver lining, the light at the end of the tunnel in the shadow work as well. Ace of Wands. I feel this is very powerful. Ace of Wands, 2, 3, 4 of Wands, 5. See, you can't pinpoint and say what kind of creature is this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But you can see that side of the Rider-Waite as well. If you read with Rider-Waite, it is easy enough to, you know, understand. The Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, interesting one. Queen of Wands. All the queens have those crazy hair. Knight and the King of Wands. See the fire there all over. Then we go to the swords. Ace of Swords, 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords. You can see here, like, not caring much, not pretending he's not hurt. You know, the way of facing the shadow side. It's interesting. There is a twist here for sure. 4 of Swords, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the guy that was on the corner of the 7, which is interesting. And you can see here, this is the same guy with just extra, you know, extra pins on him. The Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, Queen, King, and the Ace of Pentacles, last one. 2 of Pentacles, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. Interesting here, you can see it's matte. It is a good, really good, you know, quality, but it doesn't bend too much, okay? So I have seen people who broke a little bit as well, trying to maybe refill shuffle or some other ways, okay? So I will remove this here, but guys, this is definitely an interesting deck, okay? If you like to have different decks as well, or if you like Halloween decks, that kind of situation here, okay? Colorful, very colorful, okay? The colors are lovely, and they're interesting because it makes you think as well. There's so many other things going on the card as well. It's good for you to see and read into other details, so this is lovely, okay? So no doubt you will see me using this deck more often. I wanted to use for myself for a bit, and I really like the guidebook very much. So I do recommend, if you wanted to check that, you know, the link is below. I'll make sure to leave the links below. I will separate shuffle here a little bit for the pick a card, okay? So just to make sure you can go to have some options here as well, okay? Because we wanted to focus here. What is the shadow in this connection? What are the shadows in this connection? Shadows in this connection. This gilding here is lovely as well. Okay, I'm just gonna, it could still be a bit clumpy, so it's going to be 3 cards for each, okay, because we'll have 3 questions going on. I will give that to you when you're reading. Okay, if it helps you out, I will add my candles here to help you out. Okay, so I will add group 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so if in case it helps you out, guys, okay, so group 1, 2, and 3. So what are the shadows in this connection? How can you face the shadows in this connection? Will be questions here that I will add, and the cards will answer, 1, 2, 3 questions, and you'll see here. I'll explain more when we are taking the cards. As always, go with your gut feeling. Your first choice is most likely the right one, but of course you can watch the full video, see which one resonates the most, okay? And make sure you leave below if you resonate, if you like, this kind of video as well that I'm adding here, so you see the deck as well if you're interested. Otherwise, you still have the pick a card at least with that deck, okay? Let me know if you like this, and if you're new here, guys, make sure to subscribe as well, okay, so you don't miss my future videos. And if you like a private reading as well, my link will be below, okay? So again, group 1, 2, and 3, timestamp below. Group number 1, if you chose the beautiful red candle, we leave it here, and your cards are, those are just 3 cards, okay? The Knight of Wands, we have the 9 of Cups, and we have the Seeker, okay, the Fool card. Interesting here, just so you understand, guys, where I'm coming from. The first card means where is the shadow coming from, okay? And so we just need to understand here, the shadow is coming from the Knight of Wands. And I wanted to show you here on this book as well, the book of this deck specific, the shadow side of the Knight of Wands, okay, just so you have an idea. Okay, the shadow side is abandonment, clumsy, unromantic, cold, clinging, cowardly, awkward. Okay, so this is interesting because it is showing the shadow side of the Knight, okay? So in this case here, where is the shadow coming from? Where is the problem coming from in this connection? It is coming from these traits of maybe not being romantic. It could be hot and cold. It could be a situation that is very hot at some point, there's a lot of passion, but then it disappears as well, okay? There's no romance. It's just that, it's just fire. And then you don't see any chance of this progressing or getting more serious. It's just superficial as well, okay? Or someone who is grabbing onto the situation and then it just releases as well. So maybe you don't see in this connection, where is this progress going? Where is it going? Is this relationship going anywhere? Is it going to be more than just physical? Is it going to be more than fire? Can you see any progress here? Can you see any chance of you understanding more about this person and learning about their personality, who they really are? Or you just see this side of fire, of this side of someone who shows up and disappears as well, okay? Maybe you don't see romance there. You just see this side. So it's interesting here, and it is something maybe for you to think about, if it's your side, if it's their side, or both of you, okay? It could be some fears there of commitment, and someone who could have been hurt in the past and is afraid of getting hurt again, so they just stay on a superficial level, and it doesn't get deeper. You don't get to know who they really are. Or maybe you are not sharing as well. You need to see about your side as well, because the shadow is supposed to be a self-reflection as well, okay? Of course, you are analyzing the relationship itself, but it is something that you two need to analyze on the self. What else can you do here, okay, to understand why is it happening this way? Why is it not progressing? Why is it not going anywhere, okay? So it is something for you to analyze. So where is the shadow coming from? I feel like it's this side of not getting too superficial, not getting anywhere, and not getting commitment from this person, staying only on the fiery side, on the physical side, and not really getting to know the personality, who they really are, what are their goals, what can you two really have in common, or maybe be able to do something together, okay? How can you progress in this relationship? And the second one is what keeps you from changing this behavior, okay? We do have the 9 of Cups. And I just wanted to show you the shadow side of the 9 of Cups here on the book. And the shadow is poverty, sadness, loneliness, indifference, loss, dissatisfaction, disapproval, neglect. You see, guys, what is keeping you from changing this behavior? You know, the two of you. It could be some sadness, okay, some hurt from the past, like I was saying. It could be indifference, not really facing the shadow, not really seeing that is something you want to do right now. You don't want to focus on getting serious because you know you were hurt in the past and you don't want to repeat that. Dissatisfaction, disapproval, neglect. So those sides of not paying attention to the relationship and not giving enough effort to the relationship to make the change. So you need to analyze there, guys, where you are and where you want to be here with this person, because there is a need really to sit down and analyze here why you're not facing the fact that you're not going anywhere. You're just stuck and it's so superficial. It is the fears of loneliness or dissatisfaction from the past hurt that is stopping you or them or the two of you, to progress and be able to move forward, to really face this and see, like, I want to do something about it. We have so much potential together. Why not face the fears and do something about it? Okay, so what's stopping, I feel, is the fear, really, of being hurt again. And just trying to avoid, really, that, because, when you get deeper with someone, when you get to know them, there is a chance of getting hurt. It is a chance. You take a chance when you really are with someone and you want something to progress. So it is a chance, it is a leap of faith, and that's interesting because it leads to the seeker here, which is the Fool. It is the one that takes a leap of faith. And the third question is, how do you go from here? What can you do about this? And it is interesting because you do have the seeker. The leap of faith really is what you need here, guys, okay? It is a need to see things from a positive perspective, understand that the past, anything that was hurting in the past is a lesson, something to take into consideration and learn, take the luggage as something that you need to understand about yourself as well. Where are your boundaries? What did you learn about the past hurt? Okay, where is the time of saying yes or the time to say no? And how can you really bring light into the shadow and accept the past as lessons, something that was there for you to learn, and you take the lesson and you're able to progress. Because if you only look at the past with the eyes of sadness and regret or anything like that, you're never really able to release that past just with the lessons. You just always stuck with that energetically, you hold on. So the seeker here is telling you, take the leap of faith, look things in a positive way, release the past, look to the front, look to the future, look to the possibilities that you two have together, all the chances that you have together. This is about leaving the head behind, like the picture showing here, like overthinking. Leave this overthinking. Go with the faith as well, okay? Which is very interesting here. You can see very much showing on the picture, okay? And this is really what I see here for you, group 1. That's what is really, I'd say, where the shadow is coming from and what's keeping you from, being able to change this behavior. And what can you do from here? How can you go from here? It's really taking that leap of faith as well on love, leap of faith in your own trust, in your intuition as well, okay? There's a lot of trust that is needed here. And like I say, looking forward and not backwards, taking the past as a lesson and not holding on to that energy, but go on with the future here, leaving the overthinking behind and moving forward, okay? That's what I have here for you, group 1. Let me know if this helps you out. Let me know if you like this format as well, just to give you some guide here. If you want an extension of this reading or any other questions, my link is below for private readings. Also for my Etsy shop, if you like anything that's in front of you. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe. And as always, I wish you a lovely, blessed, and healing day. Thanks for watching. Group number 2, if you chose the beautiful green, candle, we leave it here. We have 3 cards here, okay? We have the 7 of Cups, we have the 9 of Swords, and we have the 6 of Wands. Interesting cards here because I will explain to you what this means, okay? So the first card here represents where is the shadow coming from. And I wanted to show you here on the book, okay? The book of this deck here is specific for the 7 of Cups. Okay, what is the shadow side of the 7 of Cups? Okay, just so you have an idea. The shadow side is indecision, impulsivity, procrastination, incomplete, unseen, unrealistic. You see, guys, where's the shadow coming from in this connection? Indecisions, okay? Not knowing, should I get deep here in this connection? Should I give a chance to this person or not? Or impulsivity, okay? Running into decisions that don't really help without thinking, without, making a decision that is conscious to what you really want, okay? Procrastination as well. Okay, like I will make a decision about this connection soon. We will do this tomorrow. Okay, we will be able to talk tomorrow. We will deal with this issue tomorrow. Not completing things. Okay, unrealistic, really, not being able to face here the reality of the connection. So the 7 of Cups representing where is the shadow here. So indecisions, not being able to know what to do, but not doing anything about it. It's like you know that you need to talk about a specific situation that happens. You know that you needed to be more communicate better. You know that you needed to share a bit more about yourselves, but you're not being able to, okay? Someone who's not being able to make a decision, should I stay with you or should I stay with that other person? That there's a third party here for some of you. Could be, okay, guys, like always take what resonates. I'm just saying all of the, could be of the shadows, okay? So the shadow could be this neglect as well and the procrastination. It's like tomorrow we'll talk about it. Tomorrow we'll deal with this. And then you keep pushing without resolving things. So there could be small things, small issues here in this connection that could be building up because you're just not talking about, you're just neglecting, you're just pretending it's not happening. Okay, so I feel like whether you are together with this person or not, I feel like there are lots of things like indecisions. And because you don't decide what to do, because you don't know, should I stay with this person or not? Should I go deeper in this connection or not? Should I, give a chance here or not? And then just don't do anything and nothing happens. And another day goes and another day goes, okay? I feel like a lot of indecision, a lot of procrastination and not talking, not being able to share honestly here with the self and with each other, okay? And the second card here represents what keeps you from changing this behavior and is the 9 of Swords. It's interesting here because the 9 of Swords is already in a way card that shows a lot of shadows, but let me just show you on the book again, okay, what the 9 of Swords represent here. Okay, the 9 of Swords, the shadow side only, okay, guys? Reality, relaxation, peaceful, focus, light, and balance, courage, okay? The keywords are nightmare, anxiety, obsessive, dread, shadow, illusion, phobia. Okay, the thing here is with this card, okay, is a lot of overthinking. What is keeping you from changing this behavior? This you or the other one or the two of you together, what is stopping you from changing this behavior of procrastination, of not talking about the issues, of not making decisions? It's really a fear here, okay? It's overthinking. It's thinking that things are harder than they are, more difficult than they are. This is like seeing things as nightmare, as difficult, as stressful, okay? Being in a relationship, being serious with someone can be stressful, can be difficult, or we needed to give so much of my life to someone, or overthinking things that didn't even happen, creating problems that are not even there yet. But imagine, okay, what if I give my heart to this person and they break it, like happened in the past with another connection? Not everybody is the same, maybe comparing to past connections, to karmic energies, and, overthinking. I really feel like it's thinking and seeing things from a very difficult perspective here is what is keeping you from changing this behavior, both sides, and really showing here that it's not as difficult as it seems, okay? The 9 of Swords is really a need to face the reality and remove all of this stress and overthinking. It's about communicating properly, because the swords are all about the communication as well, okay? Being able to sit down, be honest with yourself and the other one. What do you really want, without overthinking, without thinking way ahead of things that don't even exist, and stop that behavior. And it could be a cycle that is going on from previous connections as well. And you're not allowing yourself to even make the choices, even giving a chance to someone. Okay, so I feel like it's overthinking. It's thinking that it's way more difficult than it is. It's imagining situations that are not even there. Okay, and it's a need to sit down, sit back, relax. Okay, take all the stress away and be able to see things from what they really are, okay, the reality, not imagine things. Be able to sit down. And if you don't understand something, communicate properly and be able to be there for each other, okay, sharing back and forward, and then you see the light. The last card is how to go from here, which is interesting because it's the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands shows celebrations, shows being able to celebrate the hard work. Okay, it shows recognition for the hard work as well. And this is after battles, after being able to go through difficult situations. And I feel like how do you go from here is being able to celebrate each other, celebrate the small steps that you give to this connection, the celebrating, every little bit that you are able to share with each other, anytime that you're able to connect again, anytime that you are able to send a caring message that you think about this person, every time that you don't hold back, celebrate those small accomplishments on the connection, and you'll see that slowly you start releasing, okay, the fears, the indecisions, the overthinking, and you celebrate here with each other. Okay, there's lots of potential here for sure. Okay, group 2 is showing here celebrations already. So how do you go from here? Celebrate step by step every battle that you win, even if it's low, even if it's small, doesn't matter. Okay, it's just celebrating the connection, celebrating each other, everything that you learn about the other, that they're able to share with you, that you're able to understand their fears as well, see where they're coming from, celebrate the communication, and being able to talk properly without stressing, without overthinking, without seeing things from such a negative perspective. It's really a way of seeing here things from a different angle. Okay, guys, it's really seeing things from a different perspective here will be very helpful. And celebrating, step by step, and seeing the progress as well. Okay, be able to look back and see like, yes, we're not doing this anymore or that anymore, and celebrating the small steps, the small progresses as well. So when you actually analyze for a while, when you look back, it's way more than you could have given yourselves credit for. So celebrate the small things, celebrate every day, take time for each other for sure. Sit down, be able to connect, be able to have conversations, be honest with yourself first of all and with the other. I really see potential here, guys. Okay, it's up to you. Face the shadows, bring the light into the shadow, and you see things moving forward for sure. That's what I have here for you, group 2. Let me know if it helps you out, if you like this format as well of seeing the cards before. Okay, I'll do more of that if I have new decks coming in. And let me know if it helps you. If you want an extension of this reading or any other questions, I do private readings. My link is below. If you want anything from my Etsy shop that you see there, the link is there as well. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe. And as always, I wish you a lovely, blessed, and healing day. Thanks for watching. Group number 3, if you chose the beautiful blue candle, leave it here. Your cards are the 10 of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles. Interesting here. Just so you understand, guys, where I'm coming from, the 3 cards represent 3 different questions, okay? So the first one is, where is the shadow coming from? And it's interesting here with the 10 of Cups, because the 10 of Cups really is a positive card, but you're looking the shadow side of this card, okay? That normally the cups are all about the emotions, okay, and the fulfillment here with the 10. But I wanted to show you the shadow side, okay, on the book here of this deck. And the shadow side for the 10 of Cups is longing, unfulfilled, loss, frustration, solitude, failure, mourning, impossible. The key words would be, this fulfillment. I feel like there is a fulfillment, there is a vision here that maybe you had, or the two of you had, that you can't fulfill. Maybe something that you can't do straight away. You have this idea and ideal as well, I feel, of building a family, building something together, or being together long term, or you have this ideal here, and there's a need to take away the illusions as well and be able to face the reality of what you can do with the time frame as well. Maybe it's too soon, maybe you just met, or maybe you are with this person for a while, and you really want commitment, you really want something set in stone in a specific time frame, and there's a need to release some illusions here. Okay, everybody develops in a different way, in a different time, and you could have different goals that you need to adjust to each other. Okay, whether you have this person or not, you want them back into your life. It could be one of the reasons that things ended as well. Okay, because one wanted things faster than the other. Maybe you really wanted commitment and they needed time. So it's really a need here to understand where the shadow is coming from, okay? And see here the keywords: longing, okay? Wanting something that's not there. Unfulfillment, okay? It's feeling unfulfilled. Loss as well, okay? Feeling like you don't know if this would happen like long term. You don't know where this relationship was going or is going, okay? And really wanting that, really wanting something to happen, maybe sooner. And it's a need to, take away the stress, and it's a need to allow things to unfold naturally as well. And I feel like there could be pressures here, or what there were pressures, and not really being able to allow the other person to grow, to evolve on the time frame that you two needed. Okay, so everybody, like I said, develop in different times. Maybe the other person need to release the past energy, the past hurts from previous connections, and maybe that was not allowed. Okay, so just something to keep in mind on, because it's the first card really represents where is the shadow coming from, where was the problem coming from in this connection. The second card is the Page of Wands, and the question here is, what keeps you from changing this behavior? And again, I wanted to find the Page of Wands here, and the shadow side of the Page of Wands, okay? Impulsive, reckless, slow, lethargic, cold, cautious, stuck, short-tempered. Here again, guys, look at this. Could have been a mix of these different types of situations like this here happening here, okay? So what was keeping you two from changing this behavior, whether you have this person or not, okay? What is keeping or what was keeping? Okay, slow, okay, like I was saying, maybe you thought this person was too slow and they were not progressing and you didn't see things moving forward. Okay, lethargic and cold. Maybe you felt like they were cold. They were not really showing you, any way of showing you how they love you, how they care for you, being cold. Too cautious, okay, thinking too much, not doing anything, stuck. And short-tempered as well. Maybe could have been hot heads, short-tempered there, with the ones fiery as well, okay? So it could be a mix of these or one of these, guys, like always take what resonates. But I feel like what was this stopping? Is this slowness? Is this stuck, feeling of stuck, not taking attitude here. You see here how he is grounded to the floor as well, okay, with all the roots, not being able to move. So it was a need here to analyze, or it is, in this case, if you want this person back, or if you are with them and you want things to progress, to analyze here and bring light into the shadow, and allow here to, give time to understand about the other, understand what they want, but there's a need to act as well. Move away from feeling stuck, from being so stuck and not doing anything about the situation that you are not happy about. Okay, so it's a need here to move forward, to progress as well. And face why you're so lethargic, why you feeling stuck, why you're not moving, why you're being cold to the other person, that you actually wanted to be with them, but you're not showing how you actually feel, not being able to share your feelings. So keeping from changing the behavior would be, these feelings. So there's a need to bring light here and be able to move. And the last card is, how do you go from here? Okay, what do you do about it? How can you do something about this? How? And we have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles shows a need to analyze where you are and what you wanted to achieve. Okay, so if you really want this connection to progress, do you really want something with this person? There's a need here to analyze where have you been, what you have achieved so far, and how can you really understand the situation as a lesson. Okay, what can you learn about this behavior that you wanted to leave behind? What's not serving? There's a need to leave behind, complete a cycle, and be able to start anew. give a fresh start, give a fresh chance to this connection. But it is really a need to analyze, to sit down, to talk, to understand where you are, and be grounded as well. Be really honest with each other. Be able to really share what you want now and the future. Do you really want this person with you? There's a need to analyze here where you are and what you want. There's a need to make an effort here and be able to share more, be able to sit down and see. It's really, the 10 is about completion as well. So what do you need to complete here? Leave behind what's not serving and take with you the lesson so you can keep moving forward. All right. So if you really wanted to be together and you really want to plan your future together, bring that light into the shadow. No doubt a need to see and allow the other one to see from each other's perspective, okay? And allow them to grow as well, allow things to unfold naturally without pressure, okay? But it is something that definitely you have a chance here to sit down and analyze where you are and where you want it to be, okay? I'll leave you with this group 3. Let me know if it helps you out and resonates in any way. Let me know if you want an extension of this reading or any other questions. My link is below for private readings, as well for my Etsy shop for anything that you see in front of you. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe. And as always, I wish you a lovely, blessed, and healing day. Thanks for watching.